This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Dragons of Houston. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this Colt defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll send Brown in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Dragons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down and 6 now. They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, we're trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well-read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball on the turf at your running back speed.
Now the throw on
first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And Over 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make someone miss in the open field.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to sim this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hurry, hurry.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Nothing, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Gibbs straight ahead. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but
and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Missed.
This will not go down. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ready, ready! 70 Lions! Ready!
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Street.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dragons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Mustang 19. Go.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Colts. Jalen Hyatt, 75 yards. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Eluding the pressure right. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. All that for a 2-yard gain. Second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now back to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Let's go now.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a lead now up to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Motion man is Schwartz. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Seven Pirates.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to 1st down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs, 27 yards. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This is caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready. Hot 70. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 46 yards on the play.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Okay, break. Come 19. Come 19.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Baker. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Go. Warrior 70.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 37.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Colts! From 6 yards away. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. He's got a man complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Let's go.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's 1st down.
19 Lions. Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll drop to throw. He connects with Hyatt. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go now.
Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Houston, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.